You're about to enter the world of Strawberry Ice and the Ice Cave. Let's go! Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trenopole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of Ken Riley, future Hall of Famer, along with Ken Anderson and Big Willie. We're going to get you guys in. It's going to happen. All right, guys, we got super chats going on the YouTube channel. So if you guys like to support what I'm doing here, you can give me a super chat. I would greatly appreciate it. And that is only exclusively on the YouTube channel. Now, do me a favor. If you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. You guys are unbelievable. You are so awesome. It is July 1st, and I'm still adding subscribers. I appreciate the hell out of that. I am up to 1,236 subscribers. That is awesome. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everybody, share the show. Tell them about Sports with Strawberry Ice. Now, just a little heads up for tomorrow's show. I have a special guest. He's none other than Lance McAllister from 700 WLW. Now, obviously, he can't come on the show at 5:30 because his show starts at 6. So he's going to give me an hour tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon. So you guys are on your lunch hour or whatever, or you're used to watching me at 5:30, check me out at 12 o'clock tomorrow. Me and Lance McAllister will be on. We'll be discussing the Reds, the Bengals, his radio career. He's one of the guys he's one of my favorite guys to listen to. I've kind of not necessarily modeled the way I do it, but I kind of have how he does his show. I put my own little twist on it, but Lance McAllister is one of the best guys to do sports talk, and I really, really appreciate him coming on the show tomorrow. So make sure you guys check it out tomorrow. No show at 5:30, but the show will be at 12 o'clock noon tomorrow. Now, this show and every show is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting excited. I read on Bengals.com that they're getting a Bengal orange coat of paint around the lower bowl for the Ring of Honor. This is from Bengals.com. First coat of Bengals orange has made it on the panel. That will be the Ring of Honor in the inner bowl of PBS. Now, as the east facade awaits, The names of the franchise founder, Paul Brown, and the last name of our only, as of right now, our only Pro Football Hall of Famer, left tackle, the great 78 Anthony Munoz. I am very excited. I cannot wait. I think they said Thursday night is when they are going to do the next two guys, our only primetime game. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be Ken Riley and Ken Anderson. But it's just going to be cool to watch them unveil the first two names. I would assume they would do an official unveiling, I would assume, on opening day, which is very, very close. We are actually in the month of July, starting today, obviously, July 1st. This is the month that training camp starts. We're in the season of the month of football. Football is started. Not yet. About 3 weeks from now, we'll have football all the time again, and I won't be struggling to try to find out what the hell to talk about because everybody is going on vacation, and it's hard to get interviews right now because the guys I usually hit up are on vacation. Like, hey, I was on vacation last week, so I totally understand. So let's get to the Reds here real quick before I get in more into the Bengals. Here's the starting lineup tonight. You got Jonathan India, Jesse Winker, Nick Castellanos, Cablastos, Tyler Stevenson, Joey Votto. Alejo Lopez is starting again. Gino is out, and I am honestly okay with this. Aristides Aquino center field, Kyle Farmer shortstop, and Luis Castillo is your starting pitcher. Like I said, I am actually okay with sitting Gino. I really think he needs to sit for a while. He just needs a mental break. And you have Lopez up here, who in AA and AAA was not going to cover off the ball. And what you don't want to happen to him is he comes up here and he just sits. It will do him no good in his development. They brought him up here. He needs to play. Let him play. We got two third basemen. One can't hit right now in Gino. Moose is injured. I have no idea when he's coming back. So for the Reds for me to put our best offensive and defensive team out there, I think Farmer and Alejo Lopez should be at shortstop and third base. Unless Lopez comes up here and can't hit, which, he didn't get a hit last night, but his very first pitch he smoked it past the second baseman. Now, I don't really want to get into the Bengals, the Reds too much because it's the same thing I keep saying. It's the bullpen. All I had to do is make it through one more inning. I know Gutierrez pitched his butt off again, just like Santillan last night, trying to make it through. He was trying his ass off. David Bell did not want to go to that bullpen. There were no outs and the bases loaded when he finally went to the bullpen. So everybody who says David Bell goes to the bullpen too much, that's out the window. He does not want to go to that bullpen. And by God, the second pitch that Osage, I think that's how you say his name, threw, freaking grand slam. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. And I tweeted out last night, I said, for the love of God, Bob Castellini, go get us some bullpen help. How many games with the Padres are we going to let slip through our fingers because we don't have a bullpen? It's like, and somebody messaged me back and said, well, Bob Castellini wants us to lose. I'm like, why? Well, then he doesn't have to pay anybody. I'm like, then why does he own the team? And that's not what Castellini has publicly said. If you guys remember, and I've quoted this before, when he bought the team, I want to bring back championship baseball to Cincinnati. When they fired Dusty Baker, I'm tired of losing. Those are his quotes. He said this. He has a team that can win. What the hell are they waiting on? You got assets that you can probably dangle out there and try to get some relief pitchers. You got Aquino, you got Shogo. I know Senzel's hurt, but somebody might want him. You never know. We got Lopez. I'd hate to give him up, but right now, there's only a certain amount of time you get to win. So I know I keep saying the same thing. You guys are probably tired of listening to me pitch and complain about it, but I'm sure if you're a Reds fan, you feel exactly the same way. Let's see here. D-Ray, what's going on, man? Luis will give us 7 or 8 innings tonight. He's got to. He has absolutely got to. And Luis has been pitching like, the old Luis, which is great. We need him to. And Sonny Gray is coming back. And that's the thing. Sonny Gray's coming back. If you get Sonny Gray back, we get Lorenzen and I can't remember the other guy from Colorado, the star pitcher. He's going to come back, and I think he's going to be in the bullpen. I don't want him to start. I think Gutierrez deserves to stay in the starting rotation. I mean, yeah, he got a little roughed up last night, but they were still in the game. They were winning when he left. When he left the game, they were winning. Whatever you want to say, San Diego Padres are a good team. They're a good hitting team, and he's a rookie. He struggled, fought with his stuff. When he left the game, they were winning. That's when you need your bullpen to pick you up, and they don't. Anyway, all right. Let's get to the chat here. You guys are asking questions. Jake, curious if you think the Bengals can ever leave Cincinnati. I don't think so. They can. I hope they don't. I'll put it to you this way, Jake. I know you asked this question at the end of yesterday's show, and I didn't have a chance to get to it. Indianapolis has a new football stadium. They got that because of Peyton Manning. New England got a new football stadium. They got that because of Tom Brady. Seattle Mariners, they have a new baseball stadium. They got that because of Ken Griffey Jr. I think the Bengals are going to stay here because of one man, and that's jackpot Joey Burrow. So, no, I don't think they're going to leave. I think in the next 3 years, this is our best shot to win a Super Bowl. All the young guys are under contract. I think they're talented. I mean, I know the offense is. I'm more concerned about the defense. I think they're talented on the defense. We'll find out here when the season starts. So, no, I don't think they're going to leave because there's so many. I mean, Cincinnati loves the Bengals. We had 200 and something people drive all the way up to Canton for Jungle to the Hall out of their own pocket to drive up there. It was free, but it still cost them money, a hotel room, food, gas to get up there. They did that to support the Bengals, Willie Anderson, Ken Riley, and Ken Anderson. This city loves the Bengals. This city loves the Reds, but they also like to win. It's been so long since we've had a consistent winner. It's been so long since we won a championship. Last time we won a championship in any sport was the Reds in 1990. I was 15. I'm 46 now. That was a while ago. But a long answer, no, I don't think they're going to leave. But yes, I can see them leave. I mean, any team can leave, but I don't think they're going to. All right, let's see here. D-Ray, what's up? All right. Season don't start till after the All-Star break. True, but if you're 8 games out, it's hard. I agree. As long as we're no more than 4 or 5 games back, yes, after the All-Star break, I think we can make it right. I think we can too, but they're 8 games right now. They're 8. That is the farthest they've been all year. And the problem is the Milwaukee Brewers are not going to cover off the ball. I think they're 9-1 in their last 10 games. That's the problem, and everybody else is dropping. I mean, I was watching I think it was MLB this morning, their morning show. I think I can't remember the name of it, but the host on there was saying, "Oh, this division is over," and I'm like, "No, it's not." There's been so many teams. How many teams this year have won on streaks like this? Milwaukee's going to fall back to earth, And when they do, that's when the Reds got to be ready to go. Ready to go. All right, D-Ray. The Bengals are not going anywhere, staying in that. Exactly. Jake, I don't think they can because the owners are from Cincinnati too. I don't think, look, back in 96, if we didn't approve the stadium, they would have been the Baltimore Bengals. So, yeah, they're from Cincinnati, but if you get a better offer, yeah, they could leave. I don't think they will. So, Who Day Madden, what's up? I'm new. I'm a new follower. Hey, I appreciate you. You can check me out follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And do me a favor. Make sure it's because the comment is from Facebook. Do me a favor. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Helps me out. And every time I go live, it pops up. Jake, Reds should win tonight. They should have won the last two. If we had a bullpen. So I don't know. And he said Milwaukee's playing easy teams. They played the Cubs. I mean, the Cubs aren't that easy. I mean, they're the same as the Reds. So yeah, I like your optimism, Jake. I appreciate it, and I am Mr. Optimism, but I also try to do with a dose of reality. My optimistic side is if you go out and get 2 shutdown relief pitchers, and then we get Anton and Sims back, along with Lorenzen, we get a pretty damn good bullpen. But those are all what ifs. I don't know when Anton or Sims are coming back. So anyway, all right, let's get to. I'm tired of talking about the Reds. I mean, the Reds are frustrating. I mean, they're just frustrating. I hope they win tonight. Let's get to the Bengals here. And Jeff Hobson had a really good article that I recommend you guys go check out on Bengals.com. He's got the 5 best storylines for Bengals training camp. And we can just go and discuss them right now. He's got number 5. He goes over 5-1. Number 5, he's got Darren Simmons. You're like, why? What about Darren Simmons? Darren Simmons is one of, if not the best special teams coach in the NFL. Well, he says for the first time in 19 seasons, which I can't believe Darren Simmons has been here for 19 seasons, but 19 seasons, it's 19 seasons of a coach. I don't know if he's been with the Bengals all 19, but I know he's been here a long time. Anyway, first time in his 19 seasons, Simmons is getting a rookie kicker in Evan McPherson. Wow. Sorry about that. Got something stuck in my throat there. Now, I know some people I know Jake Lisco said this. I love Jake. If you guys listen to him and James on Locked on Bengals, Jake was not ecstatic that they drafted a kicker in the 5th round. My point is the reason they could do that is because of the trade and the multiple picks they got in the 4th round. And Evan McPherson is one of the best college kickers ever to come out of college. I think he's going to be a weapon. A weapon like the Bengals haven't had probably since Jim Breach. And McPherson might have a stronger leg. Now, I was listening, like I said, I listened to a lot of different podcasts. And I thought this was interesting. I wish I could remember which podcast it was from. When somebody quoted a coach. I think it was Bill Belichick, but I'm not sure. So don't quote me on that for sure. But either way, this is a great statement and what I think the Bengals' offensive philosophy should be. And with this new kicker, I don't think they're going to be as scared to do it as they were last year with Bullock. And that is make sure you end every drive with a kick. Either an extra point, preferably an extra point, or a field goal. And with McPherson, they got a guy who can kick, 50-yard field goals. He did it in college. Now, obviously, you guys see what happens in the NFL. It's different. But that to be a legit weapon, if you can consistently score on 80 to 85 to 90% of your drives, you end the drive with either an extra point or a field goal. If that happens, I got a great shot of being 11-1, or excuse me, 11-6 on my prediction. And one thing I got to tell you, this I think I said this yesterday. I don't remember, but like I said, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law were out in Vegas, and I remember what the odds were, or what they said the odds were, but they were pretty high odds stacked against the Bengals for winning less than 6 games. I am trying to find out what these odds are. I will go put $100 down on it. The Bengals are going to win more than 6 games. Easy, I think. As long as everybody stays healthy. You always got to preface it with that. But I think that is an easy money if you guys want to go do that. And if you lose, then don't come find me because it's not my fault. But I think it is. I think it's an easy bet to win some good money at. I really do think the Bengals are easily going to win more than 6 games. I like I said, I think they're going to win 11-6, and I do think a big reason for that is our kicker, where we're not going to have to worry about him missing easy ones, and he can actually make long ones. So it'll be interesting how Darren Simmons works out. Last time he had a rookie kicker, he ended up going with a veteran in Fat Randy, and we all know how that worked out. So I don't think that's going to happen this time. I'm pretty sure McPherson is going to be our kicker for the future. All right, let's get number 4 on Jeff Hobson's list here. Mike Hilton and the cornermen. Here's a quote from it. If there's a player that represents what the Bengals want to do this year, it's Hilton. And that is seeking to set the edge and amp up the pressure on the QB. And we say that because Hilton is one of, if not the best, blitzing corners in football. And I think that had a lot to do with the Bengals wanting to get him. Also, we need to upgrade our secondary. And he says with Hilton and the cornermen, because we have basically all new cornerbacks. All of them are new. Trey Waynes didn't play last year, so all of them, none of them have put the stripes on in a regular season game. There's a potential to have a very good secondary. We got Jesse Bates, who, in my opinion, is the best safety in the league. Von Bell really stepped up toward the end of the season last year and really started finding his niche. We all know he blew up Juju, which was awesome. So safeties, I'm not worried about. Secondary, I'm really not worried about it. I'm just hoping it doesn't take a long time for them to gel and figure out the system. Now, the good thing with this compared to last year is they will have an actual preseason. They will have an actual training camp. So they can actually work together, get their communication down, and hopefully be a very effective cornerback group. Now, what also helps a good cornerback group, and I've said a million times here, is getting pressure on that quarterback. That's where Hendrickson, the Bengals need him to get 13 sacks again. Dude, I'm telling you, if he gets 13 sacks, if he does what he did last year, we're going to have a really good defense. If he gets 13 sacks, we might have a slightly above average defense. We have a historically terrible defense the last couple of years. If Henderson could come in and get 13 sacks, that's going to up the pressure on the quarterback, obviously. Make it a lot easier for the cornerbacks to get interceptions, turn the ball over. You got Big Daddy Bayou, Mike Daniels, Ogunjobi, and DJ Reader in the middle to stuff the run. There's a lot of exciting players that the Bengals have on this defense. So the key for me for this season, 2 keys. The one I'm worried about, for some reason, I'm not really worried about the offensive line. I'm really not. I really think they're going to be fine. I think Jonah Williams is going to have an all-pro year. I really do. I think having Frank Pollock back is the biggest move that the Bengals did in the offseason. I'll get a little bit more of that with him and Joe Mixon and their relationship. So I know Frank Pollock can coach. I know he's a good coach. I know Zach Taylor's a good offensive coordinator. I'm really not worried about this offense. I think Zach is going to hopefully prove Mike Lombardi wrong. I haven't got to read the article, but I know James Rapine was talking about it on his YouTube channel, All Bengals. I'll probably try to check that out after I get out of here. Now, one thing about Mike Lombardi. He's unfortunately right a lot. So this time I'm hoping he's wrong. I have a feeling he's wrong because I'm a Bengals fan. So hopefully he's wrong. So I think our offense is going to be fine. I think our offensive line is going to be fine. I'm worried about the defense. I think we have the talent. I've said this before. I'm not sold on Lou. And I will be the first one to say I was wrong about Lou. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he is good. Anton, what's up, man? How you doing? Well, welcome to the show. You say Lou is good. Anton, I hope Lou is good. I pray he's good. I've just seen too many times in the last 2 years where his schemes just don't work. Now, that could also be he didn't have the talent, which if you don't have the talent, you can be the greatest coach in the world. Look at Bill Belichick, and you don't go anywhere. So I think in Lou's defense, I think he's got the talent this year. This is the most talented defense he's had in the 3 years that he's been here. So it's put up or shut up time. If this team is going to go anywhere, I think it hinges on the defense. I really do. I think that's a big, big key for the Bengals. Anton, he didn't have much time to work with everyone injured. Yep. Lou stopped Lamar. Yes, he did. One of those games shut down the Titans and the Steelers. I agree with you. I loved what they did. But Anton, Anton or Anthony. I'm sorry. I think it's Anton, I think. I've said this before. He did a great job of shutting down Lamar the first game. Why didn't they do it the second game? I mean, were they, I guess, that injured? I guess. But I don't know. But yes, I agree with you. The Steelers, he did good. The Titans, he did good. You know, the first game against, as far as shutting down Lamar goes, they didn't shut down the running game. Anton. All right, cool. Thanks, Anton. Thanks for clarifying. Let's make sure I say people's names right. But yeah. So, Anton, they did a great job of shutting down Lamar in the first game. But the running backs killed us. And I think those first game, we played him, DJ Reader was still there. Now, the thing was, last year, and you'll agree with me because you're saying injuries, we never had that rotation of Mike Daniels, DJ Reader, and Geno Atkins. They never played in a game together. So they never had that rotation for that run-stopping ability. So, like I said, I will give Lou the benefit of the doubt as far as that goes. The problems I have with him is just the schemes where I hate, and maybe the cornerbacks are better. Maybe this, maybe it'll be different this year. I would watch it on screen, and I would watch the cornerbacks literally back up almost out of my TV screen. I got a pretty big TV screen. That's how far back they were backing off of the wide receivers. Now, that could be because they weren't that good. Maybe we have better corners this year. I hope we do. And I hope it's different. We have a more talented team. So I'm not against Lou. I want him to do good. I'm praying he does good. Like I said, this is the most talented team he's had. And if he's going to, it's either put up or shut up time this year for him. He's got to prove it. And to me, that is the key to the Bengals going 11-6. Look, I'm putting my neck out there. I've said I think they're going to go 11-6. Let me find the graphic because I'll put it out there. Where it is. Yeah, see. This is where that's not it. Where'd it go? Yeah, here it is. Sorry. Here it is. See, yeah. I've got to go on 11-6, Anton. So I need Lou to be good. I need Lou's scheme to work, So, all right, what do you got here? Anton's got another comment here. I agree with you. I hated what he did in Indy. That is the game right there, dude. That is the game that drives me nuts right there. We're at 21 points. That's the game that drives me nuts. Okay. And a few other games with talent, he'll be fine. I hope so. Let's see. And I got them winning 9 or 10 games, so I'm with you. Yeah, there you go, brother. Yeah. And look, if they win 9 or 10 and they win 11-6, they're in the playoffs. I mean, I'd almost guarantee you that. Might not be winning the division, might be a wild card. I don't care. I just want to get in the playoffs. You get in the playoffs, who knows what will happen. And get that monkey off our back. Get that first playoff win. Get it over with. Because it'll be totally different this time when the Bengals make the playoffs. Because as long as Kevin Huber is there, I think he might be the only one left from the 5 straight losing playoff teams. There might be one other guy. But I think he might be it. And so none of these guys, coaches have none of them had anything to do with the 5 straight seasons of going to playoffs and losing. None of them have anything to do with the previous playoff losses. So hopefully it won't affect them. It'll be us, the fans, that are more, okay, come on. We just need to get a playoff win. We just got to get one. We get one. You get one playoff win. You get that monkey off your back. You never know what's going to happen. And it ain't going to be a monkey on the player's back. It's not going to be a monkey on Zach's back. It's a monkey on the organization's back, and they will be talking about it. But the players got to have the idea, we weren't here. It has nothing to do with us. So anyway, let's get into that hopefully in January when the Bengals are going to the playoffs. All right. Number 3 on Jeff Hobson's list here. Joe Mixon getting a game ball from Frank Pollock. Now, what does that mean? And I didn't know this. I thought this is really cool. This is how much Joe Mixon really loves Frank Pollock. After the game, on Taylor won his first game over the Jets in 2019, Mixon ran across the field and gave his touchdown ball to Pollock, who was the offensive line coach for the Jets then. Now, we all know Mixon lobbied to get Pollock to return as offensive line coach. Mixon believes wholeheartedly that Pollock could get him back to his 1,000-yard back. This will be the third time he's done it twice. Now, the interesting thing is NFL.com, and I know I tweet. I know I put it on Facebook. I think I tweeted it out. Maybe not. But it's all on one of my social media things where they have Joe Mixon ranked. And it's kind of interesting. Here it is. They have him ranked 9th in all the NFL. They say after missing 10 games in 2020 due to a foot injury, Mixon is in a good position to thrive as the Bengals featured third down back with the departure of Giovanni Bernard. I truly believe he is the best receiving threat out of the backfield. Yes, even better than Christian McCaffrey and Alvin Kamara. And we finally get to see his ability on full display, having a healthy Joe Burrow, a revamped offensive line under the direction of new O-line coach Frank Pollock, and a loaded receiving core will help Mixon's cause. I think Mixon is going to have a tremendous year. I can see this is the game plan for the Bengals in my mind. Start fast, get out to a good lead, and then just give the ball to Mixon. Especially, I think Mixon had a shot because they did this a lot last year. If it's, if you're down there, second and goal, third and goal, first and goal, I could see Zach Taylor giving the ball to Mixon. I think he's got a shot of scoring a ton of touchdowns this year because Zach Taylor showed that a lot last year. That we're a goal line situation, Mixon was getting the ball. And I think that's a sign of things to come. I think there's a very good shot. Not that he's going to break LaDainian Thompson's, touchdown records or anything this year, but that would be a cool thing to try to shoot for. But I can really see Mixon getting a career high in touchdowns this year because of, I think, of Zach, his mindset and what he's done in the past years, or with Mixon just last year. So Joe Mixon is all in. And I've said this before. People are like, oh, he's come back from a foot injury and he missed, the rest of the season. To be honest, I think the same thing with Jonah Williams. If they were in a playoff push, they would have played. But they weren't, and there was no sense in bringing them back to try to injure it more, just rehab and get better for next year. So, yeah, they're coming back from injury, but it's not like a Joe Burrow injury where he literally couldn't come back, These guys could have came back. Joe was injured. The season was lost. The Bengals just said bag it and get ready for next year. So I really do think, yes, they're coming back off injuries, but it's not a big deal. It's not like DJ Reader. It's not like Joe. It's, it's not like CJ Uzama, who's already ready. All right, number 2 on Jeff Hobson's list. The reunion of Jackpot Joey Burrow and Uno Jamar Chase. So this is, I'm just reading this statement right here because this, if they can come anywhere close to this, we're going to have a lot of fun this year's Bengals fans. Burrow won the Heisman, as we all know, with an NCAA record 60 touchdowns. 20 of them went to Chase for an SEC record. They can come anywhere close to that. It's going to be fun. Crown says Mixon needs to stay healthy. Yeah. They all need to stay healthy. I mean, you say that with the whole team. They were so injured last year. Crown, everybody got injured. And I really do think a lot of that had to do with the offseason or lack thereof of the offseason. And that's where I think them all showing up at 100% to OTAs. I know Adeneji's hurt, but it wasn't from practicing or football. It was from weightlifting. I think that's going to help them really get mentally ready, get physically ready. I know they're taking a couple weeks off, and then you got training camp come up here at the end of this month. But they're actually going to have training camp. They're actually going to be hitting people. They're not going to be afraid to touch people because I think they're going to be, at the 85% threshold for the vaccinations for NFL. I think that was one of the points for Zach cutting mini camp a day early so they can get everybody vaccinated and they can come to training camp and have a normal training camp because that's what this team needs. This team doesn't need any more distractions. You don't need, Zoom meetings and this and that. You need just concentrate on football. Just concentrate on football, concentrate on becoming a team, and concentrate on winning. We got Crown. Crown says, is Moss going to make the team? I really do. I think he's going to make the team, and I'll tell you why. When the Bengals tweeted out the numbers, and this might be silly, but the numbers for the free agents, the big-time free agents that the Bengals signed, 81 was on there. 81 is Moss. So I'm pretty sure he's coming in. And if you see the first day of camp, who's Joe Burrow walking with? It's Thaddeus. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to make the team. I mean, they only have really two other tight ends. I mean, so, yeah, I think there's a very good chance Thaddeus is going to make it. I think Thaddeus is going to have a good year. I think there's going to be some magic between him and Burrow, and Zach is going to figure some stuff out. Chris, what is going on, man? Okay, he said, run the ball, run behind Carmen, and he'll make a path and then some. Yeah, I am, like I said, Chris, I'm not worried about this offensive line. I mean, yes, I would like to done a little bit more, but I'm really happy with it. I think they've done. I don't know if they've done enough. You never can say they've done enough because there could have been more guys they could have got, But I'm happy with it. I think Jax Carman is going to be a great guard. I really do think he's going to stay at guard. I think their plan is eventually to get Deontay Smith to be the right tackle to replace Riley Reef. Now, will that happen next year? I have no idea. But I'm not worried about next year. We'll worry about next year. But that's why I keep going back to the thing that I'm most concerned about is defense. And that's just because it's been historically bad. Anton. All right. People sleeping on how good Chase is. Jefferson was a beast last year, and he was the number 2 option at LSU. Yes, he was. So imagine what a better player in Chase will do. Exactly, man. Dude, you're preaching to the choir, brother. I don't know how many times you watch my show. And I appreciate the comments, but dude, you're preaching to the choir. I've said that since they got him. I mean, that's why I was like, once they got Reef, I'm like, we're drafting Chase. Go get Chase. Dude is a game changer, and I'm a flat game changer, And that's where I think Thaddeus. I won't say Thaddeus is going to be a game changer, but I think he's going to be more than serviceable. I think he's going to be better than people think. Because I wanted the Bengals to draft him. I know he's smaller in size and they don't know how good a blocker he is and all this stuff. He had a connection with Joe Burrow. Him, Chase, and Jefferson had a great connection. Can't get Jefferson. Obviously, he's with the Vikings. That connection they had, that's hard to find sometimes. And if you can recreate it here in Cincinnati, it can be a very, very good thing for the Cincinnati Bengals. So our offense is, like I said, our offense is not, I'm not worried about it. It's our defense. Now, let's get back to Jeff Hobson's list here. The number one thing that we all have talked about all year, he calls it Burrow Watch. And we are beyond the point of wondering if he's going to be ready for opening day, if he's going to be healthy. He's going to be ready. He's going to be healthy. We're to the point of watching him. Like, is he going to participate fully in training camp? Is he going to take a series in the preseason? Will he take more than one series in preseason? What's he going to do? You know, that is such a huge deal, a huge step for this team that, you know, we talked all offseason. Me and Jeremy said, well, I don't know if he's going to be ready by game one. And I'm like, dude, he's going to be ready by game one. I did not think he'd be ready by minicamp. I mean, meaning not ready to play in an NFL game, but ready to participate in minicamp. And he participated in almost full activity. I mean, you couldn't ask a guy to do more than Joe did at minicamp. He did everything he possibly could do. So right now he's back to rehabbing. So Joe, or Joe's parents, if you guys are watching, because I'm on Who Dey Nation, Bengals Nation, all these different groups, you guys are watching, please tell Joe Burrow to come on my show. I'm a huge Jackpot Joey fan, and I would absolutely love to have him on my show. So just a little shout out to the Burrows and Burrows, Mr. and Mrs. Burrows. If you want to come on my show, now I say Burrows, Mr. and Mrs. Burrow, if you want to come on my show, I would love to have you guys on my show too. Because I think I've tweeted you out and messaged and nobody's answered me, but that's okay. I'm a nice guy. Come on my show, it'll be fun. Anton, you're blowing it up, brother. Oh, real quick. Anton, you're on the YouTube channel, and everybody else is on the YouTube channel. If you missed it, I have super chats. If you guys like to support what I'm doing, support the show, I would greatly appreciate it. And that is exclusively in YouTube, on the YouTube channel, and in the super chats. All right, let's get to your comment here, Anton. Chase has owned all of the top cornerbacks coming out of the draft these 2 years. AJ Terrell with Clemson, who was drafted, I think, like top 5 last year. Clemson had to take him off Chase in the second half of the bowl game. Exactly, dude. Exactly. My next jersey I'm getting, and it's hopefully going to happen here in the next month. I'm getting Uno. I'm getting that one. Chase, I my favorite player is Burrow. My second favorite player is Chase, and I absolutely love Joey Burrow. So Jackpot Joey, but Uno, that's my dude, man. And Uno, you want to call on my show? I've tweeted you out. I've DM'd you on Twitter. Answer me. I'm a nice guy. Come on my show. All right, Anton, blowing it up. Love it. Listen to your show a lot. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. First time in the chat. Plan to join live sometime, either by chat or video. When do you do that? Keep on going, doing good work. The video chats are kind of doing, I don't know, whenever. I'm not going to do it right now because I did one yesterday and Thomas got on. But I can put it in the chat here if you want to join. We can discuss here. Let's see here. There it is. It should be right below your last comment. So if you guys want to video chat live, we can video chat live here the last couple minutes of the show. And like I said, I appreciate you guys coming on and taking the time to listen to me rant. I know, like I said, I always talk at things with orange sunglasses. But if you listen to what I say about the Reds, I am fair, you know. I mean, if you watch any of my videos I did last year, I was banging on the Bengals for not doing anything with the offensive line, and I was all over Turner. I did not like him as an offensive line coach. You know, you guys, they listened to what he said and basically thought that the offensive line was fine. So I do see things with orange-colored sunglasses and red-colored sunglasses, but I am fair. At least I try to be, because with Bob Castley and these, I'm so frustrated I'm beyond frustrated. I feel so bad, and I banged on the mad scientist David Bell for the last 2 years. This is not his fault. What the hell is he supposed to do? I mean, after they gave out the grand slam last night, they zoomed in on David Bell in the dugout, and God love him, he had no expression. Me, I would be pissed off going, you've got to be freaking kidding me. What am I supposed to do? He waited. The bases were loaded. Gutierrez didn't get anybody out. He waited as long as he could. He gave Gutierrez every chance in the world to try to get out of that inning. And all they had to do was get 3 more outs, and the ratings would have came, and they would have won. I know you talk. I always say, I hate talking about what ifs, but that's not a what if. That's facts. That's what would have happened if they could have got 3 outs. The skies opened up and started raining. Because I was saying that. I'm like, come on, just get 3 outs because it's going to start raining. It's an official game. We can get this win. Oh, but anyway. Who Dey Madden, what's up, brother? Let's see here. I am so excited. Haven't been this excited in a long time. Dude, I'm ecstatic. I mean, I said I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm going to be down in the Tiger Den, down there in the South End Zone, Section 158, with all the Bengal crazies. Captain Obvious, Bengals captain's going to be there. Bengal Jim's down there. The Orange Arrow's down there. Jungle Joe's going to be down there. The Bengal Lorian's going to be down there. We're all going to be down there. And that section, that is going to be the awesome section. That's what I'm trying to call it, the Tiger Den, because I just think that's cool. It's going to have all the crazy Bengal fans down there. We're all going to be down there. I'll be down there. I'll have my orange hair on, my orange sunglasses, and I'll be ready to go. God, it's September yet. I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. And I really cannot wait because my brother-in-law, I was at their house, and when the Tampa Bay Lightning won the Eastern Conference Finals to go to the Stanley Cup playoffs again, rubbed it in my face, which I would have done the same thing to him if I were him. Rubbed it in my face. Yep, that's how we do down here in Tampa Bay. Won the Super Bowl. Now we're about to win the Stanley Cup again, which I totally agree. I think they're going to win the Stanley Cup again. I don't think Montreal has a chance. And our baseball team, he goes, won the World Series? Like, you didn't win the World Series. You actually lost the World Series. Well, we went. Yeah. I'm like, well, just wait. I said, the Bengals are about to turn around. They're going to win the Super Bowl this year. Whatever. Get at it. And nobody believes me. I mean, I don't totally believe they're going to win the Super Bowl. I think they will. I think they have a shot. But I think they're going to be – I really, really totally believe they have a good shot at making the playoffs and being a good team. And nobody who's Bengals fans, nobody believes me. Like, oh, come on, it's the Bengals. Yeah. And we're going to be good. And I cannot wait to be right. All right, let's see here. Crown, what do you got? Wait, here it is. That's going to be the drunk section. The Tiger Den 158. It's going to be a fun section. I know it's going to be the fun section. I like drinking, Crown, but I try not to get too messed up because I like to remember what the hell happened in the game. So, yes, I will be drinking and having a good old time. But I try my best not to get completely hammered so I know what the hell happened. So, but yes, there will be some drunk fans down there, and it's going to be a freaking blast. I cannot wait. I can't. It's going to be so much fun. Now, I have a question. Have you guys, I talked about it a little bit. Have you guys read the article from Mike Lombardi on how he does not think Zach Taylor is going to be a good coach? Or is not a good coach? And I don't like it that he's wrote this article because the last time he wrote something like this that I remember, he wrote it about the Bears quarterback. And I'm trying to go in my head to try and remember what the hell his name was. The last one that they traded up to get. Oh, Trubisky. That's his name, Trubisky. And he wrote and said that he was not a franchise quarterback. And some of the Bears media came back and fought him on it. Said, no, he's going to be good. He's going to be good. He was terrible. So that's where I'm kind of like, I hope he's wrong. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, yeah, you're definitely wrong. Zach hasn't proven anything for me to defend him. He's won 6 games in 2 years. I believe in him. I believe they're going to be a good team. I believe this team and these players believe in him. I believe in what he's trying to do. But you got to prove it. And it's hard to defend that. I don't know how we can, as Bengals fans, can come back and say, no, you're wrong. We have nothing to stand on for it, I can see things as where I think he's a good coach. And the biggest thing I will say that I think he's a good coach, and this is 2 things. One, he had a great scheme against the Squealers, and it worked on Monday night, and he won. He outcoached Mike Tomlin. He did. He outcoached him, and they won. The other thing was when the offense was really starting to click right before Jackpot Joe Burrow got hurt, what were they doing? They were doing a 3-step drop, getting rid of the ball as fast as they can. He was doing it almost on every play. That's why Burrow is throwing it 60, 70 times a game, and everybody's getting upset about that. But that's what that team was allowing him to do. He knew by that point what his team was good at doing. And it wasn't much, but what they were good at doing, they were really good at doing. And that was passing the ball. And it wasn't a deep drop. It's 3-step drop because offensive line was so bad. So that's why I have confidence that Zach is a good coach. That's where I have a problem with Lou because Zach coached to what his team was good at. Lou hasn't. So, yeah, I know, Crown. That's what I just said. The line sucked. Yes, I know. I know that, dude. That's what I just said. The line sucked. That's all they could do. That's what a good coach does. If you have a hole in your team, you try to coach around it. And how do you coach around it? It's a 3-step drop and get rid of the ball as fast as you can. Because you say, "Oh, run the ball." Well, they couldn't because they couldn't. Whoever's in the running backs back there at that time, they couldn't run the ball. Now I know they ran it a lot against the Squealers, but also that was a completely different offense. I mean, Finley was running the ball. It was a bootlegs. How many bootlegs did he run in that game for them to beat the Squealers? So again, in that game against the Squealers, he totally redid the offense. They didn't throw the ball a ton because they couldn't. All they could do was run it. So anyway, that's where I think Zach is a good coach. Now, will it come to fruition this year? I don't know. We're going to find out. But for Zach and Lutz, put up or shut up time. They got the best, most talented team that they've had. And I can't wait for it to start. Who Dey Evan, what's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome to the show, brother. You're late. I'm almost done. No, I'm just kidding, man. You can watch the replay. All right, let's see. It's 6:23. So I just want to get this out there again. I said it at the beginning of the show. And if you guys have missed tomorrow's show, I have from 700 WOW, one of the guys that I love listening to, one of the guys that I've tried to model my show after with my own little twist is Lance McAllister. He's going to be on the show tomorrow, but it's going to be on at 12 o'clock noon because obviously Lance is on the air right now, so he can't come on my show. So tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon, live. So if you guys are on your lunch break or whatever, make sure you check it out. Me and Lance will be talking for an hour. Brad, if he doesn't win 9 games, he needs to go. Yeah, he's got to at least be, yeah. He's got to at least be, a winning season. But I have a question for you. I'll pose this to you guys. What if the offense looks awesome and the defense looks terrible and we're losing the games because of the defense? Let's go to the Reds here. Do you think that David Bell should be fired because the bullpen sucks? Because it's the bullpen he was given? I don't. So that's where I'm like, if the offense goes out and scores 45 points a game and the defense gives up 50, which that's an exaggeration, is that Zach's fault or is that Lou's fault? Anton, what's going on, brother? What's up, man? Welcome to the show.
Hey there, what's going on, man?
How much? How you doing today?
All right, this is my first time doing this. I was I thought I was wondering why I was on here for like 10 minutes waiting on that other screen. I didn't press enter the studio, so I've been waiting here for like 10 minutes, but I finally figured it out.
Yeah. So what's up, man?
Well, not much, man. I know you're about to be out of here in a minute, but yeah, man, you need to stop giving my boy Lou a hard time, man. Every time I tune into his show, it's armadillo this, armadillo that. But
Hey, brother, like I said, I will be happy. I hope he does good, and I think this is his best shot to have a good year. You know, I do think he's got the players to do what he's trying to do. You know, so I think it's put up or shut up time. I mean, the Indianapolis game. Sorry, dude, that one kills me.
Yeah,
that one flat kills me.
Yeah, that was, like I said, that was the one that I was kind of irate about because you know, we got that 21 points and it was just prevent. But like I said, like he's had some good called games. Like I said, that first Ravens game, it wasn't on the defense to win that. The offense couldn't score. Like they shut down the Ravens.
Well, the running back still ran over us. They had they shut Lamar down. They did, but the running back still got pretty good.
Even the Titans, you know, we shut down the Titans, but I think Henry still had like a little over 100 yards. It didn't seem like it, but
yeah. But I mean, I'll put this way: the Titans game. I think that is the perfect game to look at, is see how Zach and Lou want to coach and how they want to win games. I think that's a blueprint for what they want to do.
Yeah. And the thing is, the only thing we're really for offense, one thing all we need is an offensive line to hold up and be good. I mean, I'm not worried about none of the weapons. Of course, I'm not worried about Joe Burrow. We get an offensive line. You know, Mixon can do what he does. He hasn't been able to do it, for the couple of years because of the offensive line. But after Joe Burrow went down, I felt, when they had Joe Burrow, they was throwing the ball like way too much. They wasn't really balanced, So after he went down, I felt like they started to win some more games and, look better because they were more balanced. But I think they need to do that again once Joe Burrow comes back. Not run the ball as much, like you said in that Steelers game.
Right,
it's all run game pretty much.
That's all he can do. I totally agree with you on
but they
balance,
just can't
for sure
keep throwing the ball, 40, 50 times a game.
Absolutely,
they need to be more balanced once they get Joe Burrow back. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm with you. You got 11 games. Like I said, I got 9 or 10. I don't see even Bengals fans are really like pessimistic, like going under of the 6.5 of the Vegas. Like I don't see.
Dude, I want to put money on that. I'm gonna go find. I might go down to this. I don't bet much, but I might go down. I'll put my money on down. We're gonna win more than 6 games. I really do. I think we're gonna win more than 6. That's just nuts.
Yeah, I'm putting money down too. I mean, Joe Burrow is definitely gonna give you more than.
Well, it's not just Joe Burrow. You got Joe Burrow. You got Mixon. You got Chase. You got T. Higgins. And like I said, I really do think the defense is gonna be better because it's not. With last year, and the problem with the run game last year is they got so injured. You had Daniels went down, DJ Reader went down, Gino was down. Or when he came back, he still wasn't healthy. So we never had all 3 of those guys on the field. Right. We got 4 guys like that now, counting Big Daddy Bayou. So we have a very good shot of actually stopping the run and to beat the Clowns and to beat the Ravens. We're going to have to stop the run. I mean, that's what they do. Exactly. I will take my chances on Baker Mayfield and Lamar Jackson throwing the ball, not Lamar running, but throwing the ball on us and beating us that way.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. Like, I'm gonna share your excitement about this season. Do you go to any away games or?
I have never been to a away game. People ask me that. I don't know. I'll see if I can make it to one this year. I haven't done that. I would love to. I've had a couple people invite me, but I haven't. It just hasn't worked out. So I might go to some away games. We'll see. Are you here in Cincinnati?
No. I just moved from California, but I'm in Houston now. But okay, but cool. No, I never lived in Cincinnati. I just like the Bengals. But
oh, that's interesting. How'd you become a Bengals fan from Texas or California?
From California. So I'm from California originally. So yeah, it's crazy. Like I became a Bengals fan because of Chad Johnson. The 2003 season. Right. I don't know if you remember when he guaranteed a win against the undefeated Chiefs.
Oh yeah. I remember that game.
So like, I didn't have a team. Like I grew up in California, but I never really had a team. Like I didn't care for the Raiders, didn't care for the 49ers or nothing. So I really have a team at that point, and I always like underdog teams. And like during that time, I don't know. I just started like I liked the Bengals helmets, and then I seen Chad, talking about. I just like his personality. You know, talking about we're gonna win, and then watching that game and seeing them win. And then T.J. Houshmandzadeh, he's from a town where I stayed in California, Cerritos, California. And I'm a USC fan, so Carson Palmer went there too. So I just started to fall in love with the Bengals at that point. So after that game, so
that's cool.
That's how I became a Bengals fan.
I'm always interested how people become Bengals fans when they don't grow up here. So that's cool, man. I mean, Chad. Like I said, Chad got a lot of people to be Bengals fans.
Yeah.
I mean, and I remember that Chiefs game. That to me, that Chiefs game started the Marvin Lewis run. I mean, guaranteeing that game because the Chiefs were undefeated. Yep. You know, they were one of the best teams in football. We were the lowly Bengals. We hadn't won them. I think that was the first win for the Bengals that year, if my memory serves me right.
I think no, they had a win or two, I believe. I rewatched it again about a couple weeks ago on YouTube. But yeah, they had a win or two, I believe.
Okay, I know it wasn't that many wins, but still, it was a dramatic win, and I loved it. I was going nuts. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! This is awesome.
Man, that was a good game.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right, brother.
Man. Well, appreciate it. I'll definitely tune in tomorrow and for the Lance McAllister. Is it Lance McAllister on there?
Yeah, Lance McAllister. He's a local sports talk guy here.
Yeah. I follow. Like I said, I still follow all the Cincinnati people, even though I don't live there. I know who all the people are and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll definitely tune in and keep tuning in. I'll speak more with you later on, my brother.
All right, man. Thanks, Anton. Take it easy, man.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
See ya. That was cool. I appreciate Anton coming on. I always like talking to new viewers, new listeners, and I always think it's interesting to find out how did you become a Bengals fan. You know, let's see. We got a couple. Let me get the last couple comments here. Houday. Now get the hell out of here. B. Maria. Whatever. I'm terrible at reading. I'm sorry. Hey, hopefully, Uzama is back playing like the start of the season last year. But what do we do with Sample? Uzama only has 1 year left. Well, I don't think Sample's going anywhere. Uzama, he's only got 1 year left. And to me, it depends on how good a year he has. And if he starts out this year like he did last year, he's going to get a big contract. Hopefully from the Bengals, but we'll see. But that is going to be a very, very interesting storyline with the tight ends, and see how good CJ is with Burrow. Again, they can pick up where they were last year. If Thad can pick up where him and Burrow were at college, and where that leaves Sample, it might. If they sign Uzama, it might leave him out. Because I mean, the thing is, if Uzama has a good year, Thad has a good year, they got to resign. Can they resign both of them? Are they going to resign one of them? I don't know. But those are things we will have to talk about in the offseason. Hopefully, we'll talk about the offseason next year because hopefully they had really good seasons. Houday Madden. Then you address the defensive coaches, in my opinion. Oh, yeah. What I was talking about before. Yes, that's where I'm saying. If the offense is taking off and they are scoring at will and the defense is terrible, I don't see you firing Zach. So that's where I think it's going to be different. So, yes, if he doesn't have a 500 record, but they score a ton, is it because of him or is it because of the defense? So, anyway. Brad, one more now. Get the hell out of here. It's Lou's fault if he doesn't keep the other team offense off the field. Especially this year with this team. I think they've got the talent to be a legitimate defense. Not a great defense, but we'll just go to where Anton became a Bengals fan. He started in 03. And I've said this a lot. That 05 defense, it was not a great defense. It was very opportunistic and a very good defense. And that's all the Bengals need this year because they got an offense just as good, maybe better than that 05 offense was. So it's going to be a lot of fun this year, I think. All right, it's 6:34. I am over my usual time. So I want to get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream. And as always, I appreciate every single one of them. If you guys are Bengals fans, Reds fans, Bearcat fans, go to these groups and join them because they're fun groups. You got Houday Nation, one of the best Bengals groups, one of the biggest groups on Facebook. Bengals Nation, another huge group. Bengals Who Day Nation. So there's different. You got Bengals Nation and you got Bengals Who Day Nation. So two different groups. Cincinnati Bengals, the jungle. Then for my Reds fans, I'm on Cincinnati Reds, rounding third, heading for home. Bearcat country for my University of Cincinnati Bearcats, who are going to have an awesome football team as well this year. I'm working on getting Chad Brendel hopefully sometime this month. I know he's hit or miss right now because he's busy. He's on vacation just like everybody else is. The Ice Bar, which is a show page where it's a virtual bar. We come in there, have conversations. You guys can talk crap to each other, discuss the Bengals, discuss the Reds, discuss the Bearcats. Check that out. And then you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Twitter. The handle there is at Jeff A. Trunapole. I'm on Instagram, like I said, which is awesome. I'm over 1,000 followers on Instagram. I'm not there on Twitter yet. I'm only at 600 something. I'm getting close. So let's try to get Twitter up to 1,000 followers. That would be awesome. I'm also on TikTok. I know not everybody's on TikTok, so I mean, we can get a ton of followers on there. That'd be cool. But TikTok, the handle is at Iceman90. I'll be pulling the sound off later on tonight and putting up on the podcast. So if you missed any of the show and you don't want to sit here and watch me for an hour, well, it's an hour and 56 minutes now, or 66 minutes. I'll get it right. You can listen to it. I'm on BeanPod, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, pretty much wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you rate, like, and review. Share it with your friends. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Sports Strawberry Ice. YouTubers, like I said, we're at 1,236. That is awesome. I promise you, give it to 10,000. I will give away a Bengals jersey to one of my lucky viewers. It might be a Bengals jersey of your choice. Who knows? I got to figure out how to do it and try to make it fair. But let's get to 10,000 and make me figure it out. And other than that, as my friend, who hopefully someday will come back on the show, Jeremy D, would always say. Now, everybody, all together, ready? Here we go. Remember one thing and one thing only, and that is you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati, so act like it. Who day? I hope to God the bullpen does good tonight and the Reds win. We'll find out. That's just sports, baby. See you tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Lance McAllister. See ya!